Good evening, friends.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. We'll start with block 4 for statistics. That is, we'll take non-parametric test today. Okay. So, we have a fair number of people who have joined. We'll start right now. Okay. Before we begin, let me just give you an overview of this unit, also from assignment point of view and exam point of view. From this unit, you will get questions, and you will get good number of questions. You will get questions under Mann-Whitney U test. You will get questions under what are non-parametric test and parametric test. What could be the differences? You would get questions of I have never seen a question on Wilcoxon sign test. Still we will solve the question. Then you will get question on uh, Kruskal-Wallis ANOVA. You will also get a question on chi-square. You will also get a question on Kendall-Tau. So from your exam and your assignment point of view, block 4 of statistics is of utmost importance, because you would at least get 40 to 45% of the questions from this block alone. So if you do not have time to prepare, let's say, and you have to appear the exam, IGNOU statistics exam, I think if you only go through this booklet, you would be able to do at least 4 to 5 questions in the exam out of the 10 questions. Okay. I'm talking in case they give you an options. If they give you options to choose, at least you will be able to attempt 40 to 50% from this booklet alone. So this is of utmost importance, and it is also quite easy. All you need to know is just to know how to solve them, because even in your IGNOU booklet, the solution is not very clear. It is you can say it is very how would you say, some steps are missing. There is no proper explanation for some steps. Okay, so please pay very much attention to this booklet, because this is very much important. So today, since and there are very very short chapters, we'll try to finish the first chapter and take up some portion of the second chapter, where we will do Mann-Whitney U test and Wilcoxon sign test. Okay, so let us start. Let me just share how many. Yes, we have a fair amount of students who have joined. Okay, so friends, please understand that this chapter, when it talks about parametric and non-parametric, it is basically, you will read the entire chapter. It is just the repetition, and it is just saying the same things over and over and over again. So we will just cover. Sorry, friends, is this visible to you? Is the white screen visible to you? No, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is it visible to you now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay.
No, ma'am.
No, not yet. Just
No,
reconnect.
ma'am. We can see. We can see.
We can see. Okay. Whoever can't see, just reconnect. Since there can be a lag also. Okay. So friends, there are just 5 to 6 points you need to know in Unit 1, and nothing more than that. Ab bas utna you write it in the exam. That is what the examiner will be looking for. Okay. So let us first do the difference between parametric versus non-parametric. Okay. So what would be a difference? The number one difference is normal distribution. So अगर हम normal distribution पे इन दोनों को कंपेयर करेंगे, अगर हम नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन पे इन दोनों को कंपेयर करेंगे, so the sample that we have got in parametric will be normally distributed. The scores will be normally distributed. But in non-parametric, there can be two things, friends. One, it will not be normally distributed, okay, or we do not know whether it is normally distributed or not. तो यहाँ पे दोनों चीज हो सकती है, या तो ये normally distribute नहीं होंगी, या फिर हुई भी होंगी या नहीं हुई होगी, we do not know. So basically here it is ambiguous. Okay, so it can be a false or it can be an ambiguous thing. Okay, so ambiguous is vague, where you are not sure. Okay, so this is G. So NDC, the scores will be normally distributed in parametric, but in non-parametric it will not be normally distributed, or it will be ambiguous. Then second thing that we need to know here is the sample. So here the sample will be randomly done. Okay, random sampling you can say. Again here it will be non-random, or again we do not know how it is done. Okay, so these are all the assumption friends. So यहाँ पे या तो ये नॉन रैंडमली सैंपल हुआ होगा. नॉन रैंडम का सैंपल मतलब वी ऑलरेडी नो कि हमको किन किन लोगों को लेना है, तो दैट इज नॉन रैंडम. तो या तो ये नॉन रैंडम होगा, या फिर ये जो है ये हमको नहीं पता ये किस तरह से आया है. ओके, देन द थर्ड थिंग इज द साइज ऑफ द सैंपल. ओके फ्रेंड्स, दिस इज सैंपल and this is the size of the sample. So size friends, this will always be a large sample. Okay, this will always be a large sample, and this will always be a small. So you can say it will be less than 30, and since this will be a large sample, it will be more than 30. Okay, so again, the size of the sample in parametric test will be large, and the size of the sample in a non-parametric test will be low or less than 30. After that, in parametric test, the type, okay, the type of cases or the type of data, rather the type of data. Okay, so the type of data would be in absolute numbers. Okay, जब आप देखते हो, आप जब देखते हैं कि you are doing let's say Pearson's correlation, or when you are doing let's say ANOVA, so they are actual absolute numbers. But in non-parametric, the numbers will be in orders or ranks. So it will be basically an ordinal data. It will be an ordinal data. Okay, so here it will be in ranks. Okay, now friends, what happens when you have data in ranks? तो अगर आपके पास ranks में data है, तो मतलब क्या problem है? What is the main issue? The main issue is when you have your data in absolute numbers or in raw scores, then it is, you have all the attributes or all the aspects of the data. Okay, लेकिन जब हम ranks कर लेते हैं, many of the information is sacrificed. Let me give you an example. If I tell you that, let's say there are two boys, one is Gaurav and one is Saurav. Okay, now I will tell Gaurav got 90% marks and Saurav got 87. ठीक है, लेकिन मतलब दिस इज व्हाट इज द रियलिटी. दीज आर रॉ स्कोर्स. गौरव के स्कूल में एनीबडी गेटिंग लेस देन 95 से अगर ऊपर गौरव के स्कूल में, दैट इज कंसिडर्ड ओ ग्रेड, एंड 90 to 95 इज कंसिडर्ड ए ग्रेड. सौरभ के स्कूल में 80 to 100 इज कंसिडर्ड ओ ग्रेड. अगर मैं आपको सिर्फ ये बताऊं कि गौरव गॉट 90 एंड सौरभ गॉट ओ ग्रेड, तो बताओ हु हैज डन बेटर. तो दोनों चीजें हो सकती हैं. यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू टेल किसने अच्छा किया. यू माइट जस्ट टेल मी कि दोनों का बताओ, इसका स्कोर तो हमारे पास 90 है, इसका स्कोर बताओ, या इसको अगर ग्रेड ओ मिला है तो इसका ग्रेड बताओ. बिकॉज वी कैन कंपेयर ग्रेड्स विद ग्रेड्स और इक्वल मार्क्स विद इक्वल मार्क्स. बट आई वुड से दैट यू अंडरस्टैंड कि इसको 90 मिला है और इसको अपने क्लास का हाईएस्ट ग्रेड मिला है, इसको सेकंड हाईएस्ट ग्रेड मिला है. देन यू वुड डेफिनेटली टेल मी that Saurav has done good, Saurav has done well. But आप actually अगर इन दोनों को compare करो, then this person has done well because he has got highest marks. He has got 90 and he has got 87, assuming that both have got the numbers from 100. तो जब हम ranks कर देते हैं या जब हम ऐसे categories कर देते हैं as O और A, then what happens is we do not have access to the actual information. Rather, a lot of information is sacrificed. Okay, a lot of information remains hidden. So that is one problem of non-parametric test, that many of the information is lost while we are tabulating the data, while we are interpreting the data, while we are while we are doing the calculations, etc. So that again, friends, brings us to the fifth things, that is errors. Okay, errors, type 1 type 2 error. तो errors में, since I told you this, parametric test में the chances of errors are little less because we have the absolute numbers with us. But in non-parametric test, the chances of errors are little more because some of the information is always hidden. ठीक है? So please remember this table. This is the table that we need to know. एंड अगर आपको कभी क्वेश्चन आए व्हाट आर द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट, नॉन पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट, अगर आप बस सिर्फ इस टेबल को ही एक्सप्लेन करके लिख लेते हैं, then just know out of 10 marks you will get आराम से 7.5, 8.5, because this is the entire summary of what parametric and non-parametric tests are. Okay, now next we go to 2 to 3 more issues of parametric and non-parametric. सबसे पहले हाँ,
I missed out on NR. What is this NR sample size में, sample में?
NR. Okay, non-random. Non-random.
Okay.
Non-random.
Okay, thanks.
Non-random. Apologies for my handwriting here. Okay, ठीक है, अच्छा. Then we come to just 2 to 3 discussions on this. ये आप याद रख भी सकते हैं, नहीं भी याद रख सकते हैं. Now हमेशा, as you know, जैसे हमेशा एक डिबेट चलता रहता है, boys are better और girls are better, उस तरह से डिबेट चलता रहता है, पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट आर बेटर और नॉन पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट आर बेटर. सो अगर आप ये पूरी चैप्टर भी पढ़ेंगे या फिर कहीं और से भी चैप्टर्स में पढ़ेंगे, there is no conclusion to this because it totally depends on the inference, or you totally depends on the research you want to carry out, totally depends on the sample size, totally depends on the characteristic of the sample collected. Only then we can know parametric is useful there or non-parametric is useful there. Okay, lekin some people will say that non-parametric tests are actually easier to compute, they can be done manually, उनमें ज़्यादा time नहीं लगता, but it is only possible जब आपके पास sample size less than 30 है. But sample size less than 30 है, it is easy. But आप मान लो कि you have many groups where sample size is less than 30, 10 groups but less than 30 sample for each group, then even non-parametric calculations get tedious. Okay, so that is why there is no clear-cut answer to whether parametric is good or non-parametric is good. Only your sample size, your the way the sample is collected, the type of research you want to carry out, the type of inference that you wish to draw, only that can tell you which test is better. So definitely you'll never get a question as to which is better, but yes, you should know this is a growing debate that is always there. Okay, then uske baad, friends, please understand that for parametric test and जैसे आप ऐसे सोचो कि for every parametric test there is an equivalent non-parametric test. Okay, मतलब जो पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट जो काम करता है वही ये सेम नॉन पैरामेट्रिक करेगा अगर हमारे 2-3 assumptions नहीं मैच होंगे तो. ओके, तो मान लीजिए what are the alternatives मैं बता रही हूँ, just one moment. You can also see it yourself. Just come to page number 14, friends. Just come to page number 14. Instead of me writing it down and wasting so much time, it's better I can explain it here. तो आप देखो कि अगर we want to do a correlation test, अगर हमको एक correlation test करना है, तो उसका पैरामेट्रिक में बेटर इज वी फॉलो पियर्सन, एंड उसी पियर्सन का नॉन पैरामेट्रिक इक्विवेलेंट इज स्पीयरमैन and also Kendall-Tau. Okay. Similarly, अगर we want to do two groups, अगर we want to measure two independent, like groups को अगर हम measure करना चाहते हैं, अगर हम two groups को measure करना चाहते हैं, so you know what we have to do? We have to do t-test. Okay. तो parametric is t-test. लेकिन उसका नॉन पैरामेट्रिक इक्विवेलेंट वुड बी मैन-विटनी यू टेस्ट और also this test is not covered in your book, friends, but if you want you can write. It is known as Kolmogorov Smirnov test. Okay, I'm just writing it down for you. Kolmogorov. Okay, Kolmogorov Smirnov test. Okay, this is the parametric non-parametric equivalent of this. तो आपको पता है अगर यहाँ पे more than 2 groups हैं तो हम क्या करते हैं? We do ANOVA. अगर यहाँ पे more than 3 groups हैं so we do ANOVA. तो उसका नॉन पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट क्या होगा? उसका नॉन पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट है क्रुस्कल-वॉलिस टेस्ट, जो हम चैप्टर 3 में करेंगे ऑफ दिस बुक, दैट इज क्रुस्कल-वॉलिस टेस्ट. सिमिलरली अगर रिपीटेड मेजर्स हुआ, दैट मीन्स प्री टेस्ट एंड पोस्ट टेस्ट वाला अगर कोई ऐसा टेस्ट हुआ तो फिर उसका पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट क्या है? इट इज मैच्ड पेयर टी टेस्ट. ओके, इट इज मैच्ड पेयर टी टेस्ट. तो सिमिलरली उसका नॉन पैरामेट्रिक क्या हुआ? देयर इज साइंस टेस्ट, देयर इज मीडियन टेस्ट, देयर इज विल्कॉक्सन टेस्ट, यहाँ पे उसके नॉन पैरामेट्रिक है. सिमिलरली अगर रिपीटेड मेजर्स 2 कंडीशंस हुए तो फिर हम क्या करेंगे? वन वे अनोवा इज देयर, रिपीटेड मेजर्स अनोवा इज देयर. फिर उसका जो नॉन पैरामेट्रिक है, इट इज नॉट कवर्ड इन इग्नो, इट विल नॉट बी इवन आस्क्ड टू यू टू डू इट मैनुअली. दैट इज द फ्रीडमैन टेस्ट. ओके, also you have some test known as the Cochrane test. Cochrane test, you can write it down. अगर आप कभी एग्जाम्पल में इसको यूज करना चाहो तो it is known as the Cochrane test. The last test का non parametric equivalent is the Cochrane test. Okay, आप इसको लिख सकते हो, Cochrane test. Okay, so for every parametric test you also have a non parametric test that exists. Okay, ठीक है friends. So this is what we had to do for this entire chapter. आप एक बार इसको पढ़ लेना. इट इज द सेम थिंग दैट दे हैव रिटन ओवर एंड ओवर एंड ओवर अगेन. आप एक बार पढ़ोगे तो आपको भी पता चलेगा. इट्स जस्ट अ रिपीट. ओके, सो आफ्टर दिस फ्रेंड्स टुडे वी विल बी टेकिंग अप एटलीस्ट वन टेस्ट. लेट अस डू, अगर इफ वी परमिट, इफ टाइम परमिट्स, वी विल डू द सेकंड टेस्ट. ओके, सो नाउ नेक्स्ट में व्हाट वी डू इज we come to unit 2 friends. Now we'll do unit 2. And we will take up today Mann-Whitney U test. Okay, Mann-Whitney U test. Okay, so Mann-Whitney U test basically is a non-parametric test and it is used to analyze data. Again, 2 independent groups हैं and जहाँ पे the measures that we get is in orders or is in rank. Okay, so it will just see that how much how much the 2 groups are similar or how much the 2 groups are different. This is what it sees. Okay, तो अभी we'll just do it. It is very easy friends. इसको instead of telling you the steps, let us directly do the sum and you will understand. So friends, please come to page number 25. Please come to page number 25. Okay, So they have basically they have two groups. हम अभी इसको solve किए नहीं है. I'm just telling you. They basically have two groups जिसमें ranks are given. Okay, or let's say they already have given you some data which is in the ordinal thing, and we just have to find out their ranks and solve this. Okay, so just come to page number 26, the next page. You would see that they have given you team A and team B. Okay, let us just draw this, friends. ये थोड़ा सा different है from the other rankings that we have done. So this is team A. You also do it along with me, so it will be easy for you. So team A ka score, they have written the score. So there are a lot of scores. Okay, so 72, 67, 87, friends, please keep checking if there's any number I miss out, because I'm looking and drawing. Are all the numbers correct, friends?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, no, nothing wrong, right? Now, friends, we will give them ranks. So यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा catch, यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा catch क्या है? That you have to consider both the team के ranks equally. का मतलब क्या हुआ? बता रही हूँ. Here it is. So here it is rank, that is R1, and here it is R2, that is ranks again. Okay, तो यहाँ पे जब आप ranking देंगे friends, you don't have to see only for this table or only for this table. आप पूरे entire table में देखिए और मुझे बताइए which should be given rank 1, which number should be given rank 1, which number should be given rank 1. पूरे सारे numbers. The smallest one will be given rank 1.
43, ma'am.
43. Okay, 40. So let's give 43 as rank 1. Okay. तो अब आप मुझे बताइए which should be given rank 2.
Ma'am, we always have to rank it lowest to highest, or we can choose it.
No. Here you will have to rank from the lowest to the highest, and you have to see entire scores of this and entire score of this, and then choose the lowest one. So tell me which one would be 2 now? Which number would be 2?
46, ma'am. 46.
46. Okay, this one. So this is 2. Which one would be 3? 3.
53.
53 would be 3. Okay. So
54 will be 4.
which one will be 4?
54, ma'am, in team B.
54. This one. 54. Okay. So similarly, we'll give all the rankings. Okay. So I'm not doing it entirely. You can understand. So then 5 will be the next bigger number in either of the table. So 54 के बाद 58, 56. Then I think 58. Okay. So this way you will do all the rankings. Is this okay, friends? I hope this is easy. Or let us just look at the book and write, and then it will be. Then we will know. So let's say this is 5, 6, 7. 7. Do we have 7? 62 is 7. 63 would be 8. 9. 65 is 9. 10, friends, which is 10, 67. This is 10. 11. We have 11. We don't have a tied rank sets, which is good.
11 is 68.
Okay.
12 is 69, ma'am.
Okay. 13. 13 is this 72.
बट मैम अगर रिपीट हुआ एक ही नंबर फिर कैसे करेंगे?
We will divide that. I'll tell that to you in the next one, because hardly you will ever get a repeat in this.
Okay, ma'am.
I was also seeing at least 4 to 5 data. Nowhere it is repeated. They give you whole ranks and never the repeated ones. So even if it is a repeat, I'll tell you in the next. You can also use it here.
Okay.
So this one is 14, friends. This is 14. 73 is 14. So okay, friends, you understood how to do it. I'm not calculating this entire thing. I'm just writing it down. So here the complete n is how much? Is 12. Basically, we have 12 values here. And for this n, it is 13. Matlab, we have 13 values. And for this table, we have 12 values. Again, for ranks, if you add up all the ranks, how much you get? You get 148. अगर आप सब ranks add कर दो, basically you add 13 plus 10 plus 2 plus 6. इस पूरे में जितने ranks हैं, you add them, you get 148. ऐसे इस पूरे rank में you add everything, how much would you get? You would get 177. Okay, these values, is everybody clear how to do the table, from how to complete this table? Yahan tak is everybody clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next let's go to the next. Okay. So yahan pe after you have done this, let's write. So rank, if you have all the ranks, you submit all the ranks, you get 148. And summation of all rank 2.
In this sum, there is one less in team A. It is 11, and in team B it is 12. It is ending at 43, and team A is ending at 89. This is maybe by mistake.
Matlab we are saying that n are not same. Team A mein there are the team A has got 12 numbers and team B has got 13. That's what you're saying.
Team A has 11 and team B has 12.
Team A has, okay. Let me just calculate it once. No, so it has got 12.
This has to be the same.
13.
It's correct. 12 and 13.
It has got 12 and 13.
हाँ मतलब एक ज्यादा है उसके अंदर n.
हाँ वो हो सकता है. You can have different groups. मैंने पिछले भी इसमें बोला था ना, इनफैक्ट आप एनोवा में भी देखे होंगे. लास्ट टाइम मैंने बोला था दैट मैंने वी हैड डन समथिंग इन टू वे एनोवा. जब हम पोस्ट हॉक कैलकुलेशन कर रहे थे, इट वाज 1 plus n1, 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2, and then all in each sample we had four, or I think we had 6 as the sample size. So we had just done for N1 and N2 because बाकी values भी same निकलते, because we had 4 groups and each had 6 sample. तो कभी ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि this group would have N6, this group would have N8 and some would have group 7. ये भी possible है. There is no issue with that.
Okay, so total ranks is 25, like that what we have done.
Yes, exactly. So एक में 12, एक में 13 हो सकता है, अनइक्वल हो सकते हैं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
मैम राइटिंग का भी आज ही बता दीजिए प्लीज, बिकॉज जो असाइनमेंट में है क्वेश्चन उसमें रेपिटेशन है स्कोर्स में.
ओके, बट हियर आई थिंक अगर आप कैलकुलेट भी करो तो आई थिंक टीम ए का जितने भी केसेस हैं इट इज 12 ओनली, नो? इज इट 11? आई डोंट थिंक सो.
No, what I'm saying is in case you can talk, like I think Farah asked about the repetition of scores, na? If you can tell us today, because our assignment also has repetition of scores.
That's what I'm telling you, that I'll tell you for the next one, because there we have many repetitions.
Achha, for the next calculation. Okay.
For the next calculation, yes.
Oh, I thought you'll tell us tomorrow, so I thought.
No. Now only.
Okay.
हाँ. So abhi, after you have calculated this, friends, this is our step 2. Then we go to step 3. So what is our step 3? ये थोड़ा सा अपने को जानना है, because this value is most important. So we have to find a value of u. In Mann-Whitney U test, we have to find a value of u, जिसका formula is N1 N2. That means N1 into N2, okay, plus again N1 plus 1 by 2 by 2, okay, then you close the bracket, minus sigma rank 1, okay. So ठीक है friends, we have to calculate two things, okay. One is u and one is u dash. So let us just calculate this much. So what is this? This is 12. एक में हमको 12 आया था, एक में हमको आया था 13, okay. Plus what is N1? N1 is 12 plus 1 by 2, bracket close. What is this? This is the value, by 148. तो अगर आप इसको सॉल्व करते हो, 12 into 13 is 156, okay, प्लस ये पूरा जो है that will be 78 minus 148. So what is the value you will get? The value you will get is 86. So friends, please understand, this is only u. Now इसके बाद we have to find out u dash, okay. u dash, इसको u dash बोलते हैं. So again, what is u dash का formula? u dash का formula is exactly the same, बस यहाँ sigma rank 1 के बदले sigma rank 2 आ जाएगा, okay. So it is N1 N2 plus N2 plus 1 by 2 minus sigma R2, okay. तो अगर हम इसको पूरा सॉल्व करेंगे, मैं डायरेक्टली कर लेती हूँ बिकॉज वैल्यूज आर करेक्ट, okay. 156 plus 91, okay. प्लीज करेक्ट इन योर बुक फ्रेंड्स, इट इज 177, उन्होंने 175 लिख दिया है. प्लीज करेक्ट दिस, इट इज 177 minus 177. I'll have to calculate because I'm not sure. Please correct that. IGNOU booklet में 175 लिखा है. That's 177. So let's to 156 plus 91 is 247 minus 177 is 70. Okay, the value is correct, friends. Answer is 70, but यहाँ इग्नो बुकलेट में it is written 5, so ये actually होगा 70. Okay, so after you have got that, after you have found that, then what you do is you determine the value of u. Okay, तो हम लोग डिटरमिन करेंगे वैल्यू ऑफ u. तो हम u का वैल्यू कैसे डिटरमिन करेंगे? द इजीएस्ट इज जस्ट कंपेयर the value you have got for u and the value you have got for u dash. जो lowest value होगा we will consider that. So here 70 is the lowest value, so we are considering the value as 70. Any doubt with this, friends? ये किसी को यहाँ पे डाउट आ रहा है? किसी को any doubt for this? Any doubt with this, friends?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you will find out u taking all
Ma'am,
the
can you
values.
repeat again?
Yes, you will find out u with this formula जिसमें n1 and r1 will be taken. You will find out the formula for u dash जिसमें n2 and r2 value will be taken. Then you will get the corresponding values of 86 suppose for this question and 70. Then you just compare इन दोनों में से जो value छोटा है, तो obviously इस चीज की value छोटी है, 70 value छोटी है, so we will designate u as the smaller among the two values. So we will designate u is equal to 70 here. Till here is everybody okay? यहाँ तक सबको समझ आ रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you repeat the last point again, the comparison one?
See, you find out the value of u. आपने u की वैल्यू निकाली, क्या आया आपका 86. आपने u dash की वैल्यू निकाली, क्या आया आपका 70. So tell me which one is smaller?
70.
Yes. So you will select this. तो अगर ये 68 होता और ये 70 ही रहता, which one would you have selected?
68.
68. Okay, so whatever is the smaller among these two values वो select होगा. Okay, so and that will be written here. So u is equal to 70. Now we have to see the value of u from the table. तो उसका एक टेबल है. Okay, so वो टेबल मैं आपके साथ शेयर कर रही हूँ. I'll share it in the group, friends. Please see. Just a moment, friends. I had the table somewhere, now I'm not able to get it. Just 1 minute, friends. I'll just find the table. Just one. This table. Okay. Friends, I'm just sharing this with you. Just check. Yes. Did everybody get this table?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. तो आप इसको कैसे चेक करेंगे? It is, friends, just 1 minute. I'm just getting a call. Just 1 minute. यस, सॉरी फ्रेंड्स। ओके, तो फ्रेंड्स यहाँ पे आप कैसे ये टेबल को देखेंगे? कैन यू सी द टेबल फ्रेंड्स? जहाँ पे ऊपर आप देखो N1 लिखा है, इज इट विजिबल टू एवरीबडी? N1 is written in the top bar. Is it visible to everybody, friends?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody who's not able to see? Anybody who's not able to see? Okay, let me just.
Can be seen, ma'am.
Okay, Neto will see it here if this is visible. Can you see the table on the screen, friends? Is it okay for you? Can you see it?
No.
Friends,
Yeah.
can you-
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. तो
Yes,
आप
ma'am.
यहाँ
Yes.
ओके, तो आप यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे N1 लिखा है. कैन यू सी दिस फ्रेंड्स? यहाँ
Yes, ma'am.
wherever the cursor is N1, ये सबको दिख रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, यहाँ पे N2 सबको दिख रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, तो हमारा N1 कितना था? 12 था.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, हमारा N2 कितना था? N1 था 12, N2 था 13. इज दिस
13.
ओके?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
ओके, तो आप इन दोनों को मिलाओ. अगर हम 0.05 पे देख रहे हैं तो 13 का 0.05 देखो and go to the column of 12. So what is the value you are getting?
41.
41. Everybody, सबको समझ आ रहा है ये?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, everybody. Shweta, are you able to get this?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Okay. Sagar ji, are you able to understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. तो N1 का जो हमारे पास वैल्यू है 12, N2 का वैल्यू है 13. आप ये दोनों जहां मीट कर रहे हैं, जस्ट यू हैव टू चेक द लेवल ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंस जो आपको सिलेक्ट करना है. सपोज हमने 0.05 लिया है तो 41 आया. अगर हम 0.01 लेते तो 31 आता. तो नाउ आवर ऑब्टेन्ड वैल्यू, लेट अस गो बैक फ्रेंड्स, आवर ऑब्टेन्ड वैल्यू is 70, but the value that we obtained from the table is 41, with N1 being 12 and N2 being 13 and our level of significance being 0.05. Did everybody get this much? सबको यहाँ तक समझ आया? Right? Our obtained value is 70, our table value is 41, with N1 is 12 and N2 13 at 0.05 level of significance. Is this right, friends? Everybody understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
बस. तो अभी यहाँ पे there is a twist. The twist is generally हमारे पास क्या होता था कि अगर obtained value टेबल वैल्यू से, जैसे ये हमारा इसको थोड़ा सा क्लियर कर लेते हैं, बहुत बीच में हो रहा है. सपोज हमारा ऑब्टेन्ड वैल्यू आता था 70, हमारा टेबल वैल्यू आता था 90. तो हम कहते थे ये वैल्यू इससे छोटा है, तो इसीलिए ये इनसिग्निफिकेंट है एंड null hypothesis ko we accept. This was the scenario earlier. Everybody agrees with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
But यहाँ पे friends it is just the उल्टा. अगर our obtained value is 70, okay, and अगर हमारा smaller obtained value है than the, like let's say this is 70 and our table value is 41, so basically ये significant होना चाहिए ना? ये significant होना चाहिए कि नहीं? अगर हम पहले जिस तरह से टेस्ट करते थे, अगर हमारा obtained value is 70 and table value is 41, so this is bigger than this, so this will be significant. But here it is just the ulta. If your obtained value is bigger than your table value, then it is insignificant. and null hypothesis is accepted. बस ये थोड़ा आप याद रखना, this is the only catch in this question और कुछ नहीं. बाकी the calculations and everything you can do. बस you remember कि अगर ये वाला value okay इससे बड़ा हुआ तो it will be insignificant and null hypothesis will be accepted. Okay, वहां पे थोड़ा लिख लीजिए आप, otherwise you will not be able to remember. ठीक है, okay, that is the only change in this and the next test that we'll do, उसमें भी यही same चीज है. Okay, so this was all about Mann-Whitney U-test friends. इसमें कुछ भी ज्यादा नहीं है, only the interpretation is little dicey, वो आपको थोड़ा करना पड़ेगा. Now coming to the next part, that is step-by-step procedure for U-test. Last sample, not at all required, no calculation is required, not even required to remember the formula because you are not going to do it. Computing Mann-Whitney in SPSS, not at all required because that is only if you are doing for your own for your own knowledge or for your own interest in computer or in any software, only that is why it will be useful, otherwise not at all useful. Now friends, next we will do the next sum for today. Please, it is very easy, only that कि यहाँ पे IGNOU में it is not given completely, तो थोड़ा सा you pay attention because it is not given completely here. Okay, so the next one that we will do today is, it is Wilcoxon matched pair design. Okay, so Wilcoxon matched pair design. Now इसमें what it is again the same thing, you have the scores with you, you have the ranks and there will be in pairs and you just have to compute them and you just have to find their difference and you have to find something known as T. तो यहाँ पे जैसे पिछले वाले टेस्ट में U was important, यहाँ T is important. Okay, so here we will find out.
Ma'am, we won't do the Mann-Whitney test, that test for the same ranks when two people have got the same rank.
हाँ, we will do. Do you want to do it before Wilcoxon?
I was just asking, it is up to you
Yes,
how you
ma'am,
want
at
to
least
do
tell us because we need to solve the assignment. It has repetition.
ठीक है, you just do one thing friends, just come to page number 41. Just come to page number 41.
At least आप बता दो कैसे ranking करना है.
हाँ, that's what I'm telling you. Just come to page 20, page 41. ठीक है, तो क्या आप देख सकते हो, there are 3 groups, county A, county B and county C. Can you see this on page 41 friends? Can you see this?
Yes
Training
ma'am.
need of code coordinators. तो आप यहाँ पे देखो बहुत सारे ranks जो हैं they are all repeated. जैसे 3 1 3 1, so 3 and 1 both are repeated. 5 4 4 2 7 6 5 7, तो बहुत सारे बहुत सारे रैंक्स यहाँ पे रिपीटेड हैं. तो अगर आप उसके नेक्स्ट वाला टेबल देखोगे, they have given the ratings. So ratings is basically what they have collected from the above group of county 1, county 2 and county 3, and then they have given the ranks. तो अगर आप ये second table देख रहे हो, so just look, there are 4 ones and all are given 2.5 2.5 2.5 2.5. Did you see this friends? Is this visible to everybody?
Yes ma'am.
Everybody is following, right? Okay, तो थोड़ा इसको बना लेते हैं, then it will be easy for you. So this is friends rating, I'm writing as RT, and then we have ranks. Okay, and then again the same thing is continuing, again RT, and then we have ranks. So friends आप देखो, they have given 1 1 1 1, 4 1 है. They have given 2.5, here भी 2.5, here भी 2.5, here भी 2.5. तो आप कैसे डिटरमिन करोगे कि दिस इज 2.5 अगर चारों 1 आ रहे हैं तो ये बहुत सिंपल है फ्रेंड्स। अगर यहाँ पे 2.5 नहीं आता, अगर यहाँ पे 2.5 नहीं आता तो क्या आता? ये 1 आता, ये 2 आता, ये 3 आता और ये 4 आता। इज दिस अंडरस्टूड बाय एवरीबॉडी? अगर मान लीजिए हम यहाँ पे 2.5 नहीं दे रहे हैं तो आप क्या देते? 1 देते, 2 देते, 3 देते, 4 देते। इज दिस राइट? इज दिस करेक्ट?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके
Ma'am, this is the country ABC वाला question.
हाँ, कंट्री ए बी सी का क्वेश्चन को दे हैव जस्ट tabulated it. Okay, what they mean from this example is these people were basically they have given rating on something. Okay, तो कंट्री ए का एक पार्टिसिपेंट हैज गिवन रेटिंग 3, एक ने दिया एक। जैसे मान लीजिए इफ आई गिव यू एन ऑब्जेक्ट एंड इफ आई टेल यू, इफ आई हैव 35 पीपल grouped into 3 and then I tell them कि आप इस प्रोडक्ट को रेट फ्रॉम 1 to 10, तो जरूरी नहीं ना everybody will give 1 2 3 4 like this. 5 people can also give 6, 7 people can also give 3. तो इस तरह से they have done rating. तो उस रेटिंग को again they have ranked. Okay, तो अभी मान लीजिए आउट ऑफ देम लेट्स से वी हैव अ चॉकलेट। नाउ दिस चॉकलेट को मैंने कहा प्लीज रैंक 1 to 5 में से आप उसको कितना देंगे? तो लेट्स से ऐश्वर्या हैज गिवन 1, फराह हैज गिवन 1, सागर जी हैज आल्सो गिवन 1 एंड लेट्स से आशा जी हैज आल्सो गिवन 1। तो इन चारों ने 1 दिया। ओके, अब अगर हम 2.5 यहाँ नहीं लिखते तो हम क्या लिखते? 1 2 3 4 लिखते। जनरल पार्लेंस में तो हम यही लिखते हैं ना, जनरली तो हम ऐसे ही बोलते हैं। तो बस आप अगर यू हैव टू फाइंड द वैल्यू, आप क्या लिखो? आप कैसे इसको सॉल्व करना? 1 + 2 जो प्लेसेस हैं, हाँ जो रैंकिंग के प्लेसेस हैं, 1 + 2 + 3 + 4 और जितनी बार 1 अपीयर करता है, कितनी बार अपीयर कर रहा है? 4 बार अपीयर कर रहा है। 1 2 3 4, उतनी बार आप इसको डिवाइड कर दो। तो ये कितना होगा? ये हो जाएगा 10/4 इज इक्वल टू 2.5। तो जहां जहां 1 अपीयर करेगा इट विल गेट अ 2.5 वैल्यू। इज दिस ओके? डिड एवरीबॉडी अंडरस्टैंड? विल टेक अप वन मोर friends. Please come to the same table. Please come to 3. तो आप देखो 3 4 बार है। ओके, 3 हमारा 4 बार है। इज दिस ओके फ्रेंड्स? कैन यू कॉम्प्रीहेंड दिस? 3 4 बार हमने लिखा है। इज दिस राइट?
Ma'am, 3 is 3 times.
3 बार लिखा है।
3 times, ma'am.
सॉरी 3 बार लिखा है। ओके, तो आप ऊपर से काउंट करके आओ। एक्चुअली 3 का रैंक कितना होना चाहिए था? तो 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 और 9 होना चाहिए था। Am I right friends?
Yes,
7th
ma'am.
रैंक होना चाहिए था,
Yes, ma'am.
8th रैंक होना चाहिए था और 9th रैंक होना चाहिए था। और 3 कितनी बार अपीयर कर रहा है? 3 बार अपीयर कर रहा है। तो टोटल कितना हुआ? What is the addition
24
for
by
this?
24.
24/3.
How much?
24 divided by 3.
24.
by 3. तो
And
इसीलिए
the next one is wrong, I think, because the total comes to 33 divided by 3 is 11, not 12.
how many times 4 you have? Yeah, just see 1 2 3 4
So
5
acha, you continue in the next column also.
yes they have
Oh.
5. Okay, so ये 8 कहाँ खत्म, 3 कहाँ खत्म हो रहा है? 9 पे ना। तो 10 11 12 13 14. Okay, so let's add 10 11 12 13 and 14. कितना होगा? 4 3 7 7 0 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 60। और कितनी बार 4 अपीयर कर रहा है? 5। तो हाँ, 60/5 is 12. सही है।
Okay, so basically the whole data has been clubbed together of all the 3 countries and
Yes.
rated. Okay.
Yes.
It's not separate X and Y. Not
No,
separate.
no, it's not separate. You will see for the entire thing.
Okay.
ठीक है, ये समझ आया ना सबको? Everybody got this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. Now just give me just 5 minutes, friends. 5 to 10 minutes maximum. We'll complete Wilcoxon small sample test.
Let's do
बहुत
tomorrow,
easy
ma'am.
है, बस बहुत easy है. Let's do it today because they both are little related. बस थोड़ा सा ही है,
Okay.
not much,
Okay.
not much. Because even I have to also go, but then I'm
Right,
just doing
right,
it.
right. No problem.
तो ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे फ्रेंड्स ये थोड़ा सा इनकम्प्लीट है, हम इसको थोड़ा सा कंप्लीट कर देते हैं. So see what they have written is they have a sober group and they have a people who are taking whiskey. Okay.
Ma'am, can you
So-
tell the page number?
हाँ, its page number is 30. Page number is 30.
Thank you, ma'am.
ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे let's say they are the same people. Okay, they are the same people. So sober का marks और sober का whatever scores is 310. इधर it is 300. So this is 340. We don't have many. We just have 8 cases, I think. 340. This is 290. 270. 370. 330. 320 and 320. ठीक है, this is for this group. Then here it is 320. Then here it is 360. Again 320. Friends, this is the only information you will be given. 2 sets of scores. Abhi first what you have to do is you have to find their difference. Okay, तो आप किसी भी तरह का difference ले सकते हैं. You can do 300 to 310. You can also do 310 minus 320. लेकिन आप जिस order में करेंगे you have to keep that order intact. अगर आप इससे इसको कर रहे हैं for the entire data you have to do this way. अगर आप इससे इसको कर रहे हैं फॉर द एंटायर डेटा यू हैव टू डू दिस वे. तो अगर लेट्स से हम यहाँ पे डिफरेंसेस निकाल रहे हैं, हम अगर लेट्स से वी आर डूइंग इट दिस वे. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड, वी आर डूइंग इट दिस वे. ओके, तो 300 minus 310, तो वी विल गेट -10, देन वी विल गेट -20, देन वी विल गेट वील गेट +70, and then we will get 50, 170, 30, 360 and 800. So friends, I hope everybody understood ये हमने कैसे किया. We are just subtracting this number from this number. Is this understood by everybody? How we have got this column, how we have got column D?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So after we have got this, friends, now ये जो हमारे पास differences आएंगे, we have to rank them without looking at the sign. हम लोग even if it is a minus, we don't consider it. We'll consider them as whole numbers only. तो अगर हम ऐसे करें, then this will be the lowest. This will be 2. This will be 3. Then 50 will be 4. This will be 5. Okay, then 170 will be 6. This will be 7 and this will be 8. Friends, yahan tak is everybody clear how we have got the ranks?
Yes,
We are
ma'am.
not taking minus sign. Okay, we are
Yes,
not.
Yes,
taking
ma'am.
minus. Okay, now the सबसे दुखी part is कि IGNOU में they have stopped this sum here. Actually इससे और थोड़ा आगे हमको जाना है and then we will finish this sum. Now इसके बाद friends, once you have done this, we have 2 more columns. Okay, जहाँ पे we have to write negatives and positives. Okay, negatives and positives. तो आप negatives के लिए क्या करो, सबसे पहले हमको निकालना है T नेगेटिव। दैट मीन्स ऐसे कितने रैंक्स हैं जो कि आपके नेगेटिव्स में आते हैं। तो कितने रैंक्स हैं हमारे फ्रेंड्स? हाउ मेनी रैंक्स वी हैव दैट इज नेगेटिव?
2.
2. बस। So what you do is you add up the ranks, first rank or second rank. So how much did you get, friends? You got 3. So just write 3. और कुछ भी नहीं लिखेगा यहाँ पे, okay? You just write a 3 here. Then you do T positive. तो हमारे बाकी जो है वो सारे T positive हैं, friends. Am I right? So basically 1, 2 के बाद we have next which one we have positive. So आप बस इनको ऐड कर दो। अब बस इनको जैसे ये दोनों आपने ऐड कर दिया। So these
again.
हाँ,
Okay. Can you
okay, okay. See, we are doing the T negative, okay? T negative. तो हमारे पास इस पूरे टेबल में नेगेटिव कितने हैं? कितने हैं? उनके कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग रैंक कितने हैं? 1 and 2. So add 1 and 2. Rank the add the ranks, friends. Okay. So it is 1 plus 2 that we get 3. इसके बाद all are positive. Are all positive, friends?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
are positive ना? हाँ. तो
Yes,
इनके
ma'am.
corresponding ranks को जितने positives हैं just add them. So it is 5 plus 4 plus 6 plus 3 plus 7 plus 8.
33, I think.
हाँ 33. ठीक है?
Yes.
अभी जैसे हमने लास्ट क्वेश्चन में आउट ऑफ u एंड u डैश हमने सिलेक्ट किया विच इज द लोएस्ट नंबर। अब आप मुझे बताइए विच वन इज द लोएस्ट नंबर?
3.
This one is
3.
Ma'am, lowest number out of
this one, right? So t dash is equal to 3 is the lowest number between 3 and 33. Is it right, friends?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. तो इसके बाद how we write this sum, how we write it is, since among T1 and T plus, T3 is the smallest, that becomes Wilcoxon critical value. That becomes Wilcoxon critical value, or we write it as W is equal to 3. That means the obtained value of Wilcoxon is 3. Is this okay? Friends, is this okay?
Yes.
Ma'am, can you repeat it once again, please? The last
I am
part.
telling you, जैसे यहाँ पे आपने T1 T माइनस निकाला, T प्लस निकाला, तो T माइनस इज 3 एंड T प्लस इज 33. ठीक है, ये सही है. लेकिन the moment you compare them and you find out which one is the smallest, then that value does not remain T minus or T plus anymore. It becomes a W, or it becomes the obtained value of Wilcoxon signed test.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now after this, friends, after we have got this, now again we have to see a table. That table is known as table J in some statistics book. In some statistics book, it is also known as table K. So don't get confused. If they ever give you the, see, you have never got a Wilcoxon sum in your exam, but in case if they ever give, so I have found out the value. I have just got this. I'll share it with you. Please look at the book, friends. Sorry, please look at the group, friends.
they will always share the table values, right? They will not provide the tables.
Sorry. Your voice.
They will always share the table value in the question, right?
I'm still not able to listen, but you're asking that whether you will get the table with the question or not.
Will they give table value
They will
or?
get the table value.
You will get the table value. Yes, you will get the table value. If they've asked you a question, they'll give you the table value. So friends, please come to this table that I've shared with you. ये थोड़ा घिचमिच हो गया. थोड़ा इसको मिटा दूं ना मैं? Is this okay? Can I just erase it? Okay. Did everybody see the table, friends? Did everybody see the table that I've
Yes.
shared right now? Okay. So friends, here to look at the table, we need the n value. We need the n value. So what is our n, friends? It is 8. अगर किसी को डाउट है to know which one is our n, आप हमेशा अपना लास्ट जो रैंक है उसको देखना. That is your n value. Okay. So n is equal to 8. Is this right, friends? N is equal to 8.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Are you with me? Okay. Now you look at the table जहाँ पे n लिखा है. Go to n. The table starts with 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8. आप देखो. We are choosing, friends, 0.05 level. Okay. We are choosing 0.05 level because that is generally always chosen. Okay. So वहाँ पे what is the table value? What is the table value, friends?
4, ma'am.
4. What is our obtained value or W value, friends? 3.
3.
हाँ.
Smaller.
हाँ, तो मैंने यहाँ पे क्या बोला है? For this test and the previous test, अगर ये value इससे small होता है, then it is significant and null hypothesis is rejected. ठीक है? For the previous test and for this test, please remember that if the obtained value is smaller than the table value, then their result is significant. There is a difference between the groups and the null hypothesis is rejected and alternate hypothesis is accepted. ठीक है? For these two tests, okay? ये थोड़ा सा उल्टा है. आप थोड़ा इसको मेमोराइज कर लो कि इस तरह से we will write the interpretation. ठीक है, friends? Is this okay? So this is how you have to solve it. In IGNOU, they have only solved it. They have only solved it till here. And that is why you would not understand कि कहाँ से t आया, कहाँ से 3 आया, कहाँ से 4 आया. You just write t1, t minus, t plus, and you find the w. You find the table value looking at what is the value of n, and then you interpret. अगर ये छोटा हुआ इससे significant होगा, अगर ये 5 होता तो ये insignificant होता. ठीक है? Is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. ठीक है, friends, we'll finish here since there was a lot of maths today we did. Tomorrow we will do Kruskal-Wallis. I think that will take, it is very easy. It is not as tough as ANOVA and two-way ANOVA. Sorry. We'll do only Kruskal-Wallis tomorrow, okay? Because it has got little bit more sums than these two that we did today. Okay, we'll do Kruskal-Wallis tomorrow, and day after tomorrow we will take up chi-square. And Kendall-Tau we have done. We will only revise Kendall-Tau and Pearson's product moment correlation as requested by somebody that we should do Pearson's product moment correlation also. We'll take that up when we are doing Kendall-Tau. So, ठीक है, friends? हाँ जी.
Just a question. In the exam, in the assignment papers written with the help of Man Whitney, you find out the difference between the obtained scores of public and private sectors. So here the two sectors will be treated differently, right? They will not be clubbed together.
No, they will be clubbed together. In Man Whitney, it is clubbed together. You will write team A.
They want to know the difference between public and private bank.
Let them find out the difference. They are not looking for how much difference they are. They're only looking, what do you mean by they have different or not? Agar if your table value will be less, that means it is significant. That means there is a difference. They only want that much. They don't want any value that is showing it is different. Or
No,
not.
all I'm asking is like one will be A and one will be B value, right? There will be two values.
Yes. We will do it that way. But while ranking, we will look at all the scores together.
Okay.
Ma'am,
हाँ जी.
ma'am, I just have a request. Can you do a regression sum too? Like, while we are live.
We can do one regression sum also. Yes, we can do one. Not an issue.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. ठीक है. Okay, friends. Bye bye. Take care. See you tomorrow at 6:30.
Bye, ma'am. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.